French Guiana. It's like a piece of Europe dropped right into the Amazon. It's tucked between Suriname and Brazil, and it's not its own country. Nope, it's actually a part of France, and also part of the European Union. So here you'll see French street signs and European cars, but you'll also feel the wild, humid air of South America. The main language is French, but the feeling of the place is totally Amazonian. It's a spot where old history and the future crash together. It used to be famous for the Devil's Island prison, but now it's home to the Guiana Space Center. Rockets shoot up into space right over ancient rainforests that are bursting with life. You can grab a croissant for breakfast, and then by the afternoon, you could be paddling up a jungle river. French Guiana isn't just another part of South America, and it's not just a tropical version of France, it's a mix of different worlds. You'll see these differences everywhere. European laws, wild Amazonian nature, local markets, and super high-tech spaceports. It's a place for people who love to explore, where nature and culture come together in ways you wouldn't expect. The air is thick with tropical smells and you're never far from the sounds of the jungle. The history here is complicated, but the future looks bright and full of big plans. The way French organization mixes with wild nature creates a vibe you won't find anywhere else. It's a place that will surprise you at every turn. If you're looking for more than just pretty sights, French Guiana helps you understand how different worlds can meet and live together. It's a land that wants you to explore, and it will reward you with amazing surprises. French Guiana looks like South America, but your wallet will think you're in Paris. They use the euro here, and most things are brought in from Europe, so prices are pretty high. A simple bottle of wine or a box of cereal can cost a lot more than it would in France. Local foods like mangoes, cassava, and pineapples are affordable, but anything from Europe costs a lot extra. For the people who live there, being careful with money is just how they live. For visitors, the prices can be a real shock. Even buying a car means paying thousands more for shipping and taxes. Traveling here isn't for people on a tight budget. It's for those who plan ahead and really value the experience. The good news? French Guiana hasn't been taken over by tons of tourists, which keeps its wild feel. The high cost shapes everyday life, but it also keeps the area real and not too crowded. Locals are clever and stick to their traditions, making the most of what they have. If you come, be ready, but know that you'll get to see something rare and real. Paradise here costs money, but it's worth every penny for those looking for something truly special. French Guiana is a real melting pot, one of the most diverse places on Earth. Native American groups, Maroons, who are descendants of escaped slaves, Creoles, Chmong farmers, Brazilians, Haitians, and many others all call this place home. Each group brings its own traditions, languages, and beliefs, making a colorful mix of cultures. In Cayenne, you'll hear many different languages and see French police officers chatting with Maroon artists or Hmong farmers. The music is a blend of Caribbean, French, and African sounds. The food is a delicious mix of Native American, Creole, and Asian tastes. The native communities know the land very well, while Maroon and Hmong groups have kept their special traditions alive. New people from all over the world keep the culture lively and always changing. This mix of people isn't just allowed, it's celebrated, and it's a big part of what makes French Guiana, French Guiana. French Guiana shows that different people can live together, sharing a small part of the world while keeping their own history alive. It's a place where every street, every meal, and every festival tells a story of strength and togetherness. More than 90% of French Guiana is untouched Amazonian rainforest. It's like a living, breathing green church. The trees are so thick that sunlight barely reaches the ground. The air smells strongly of orchids and wet earth, and it's full of the buzzing of insects and the calls of monkeys. This is one of the most diverse places on Earth for plants and animals, protected inside huge national parks like the Guiana Amazonian Park. Some areas are so remote that people have hardly ever been there. Native people have lived in peace with this forest for thousands of years, knowing every plant and animal. The forest is their pharmacy, their grocery store, and their home. It gives them life and wisdom. For visitors, stepping into the jungle is like waking up your senses and learning to respect nature. Here, the old rhythms of the Amazon still rule, and the wild is truly wild. French Guiana's rainforest isn't just a pretty view, it's the heart and soul of the land. The rivers of French Guiana are like its veins, they're natural roads through the jungle. The Moroni and Oyapock rivers mark the borders, and countless smaller streams connect faraway villages to the coast. To travel here, you'll get into a wooden boat called a pirogue, gliding past thick green walls and Native American villages. The rivers are home to huge catfish, piranhas, and caimans, and they provide food and transportation for the local communities. When it rains a lot, they swell up and flood. When it's dry, they shrink and show hidden secrets. Along their banks, you can find ancient petroglyphs, mysterious rock carvings that hint at people who lived there long, long ago. These waterways were once escape routes for slaves and paths for people looking for gold. Today, they're a link to the past and a very important part of daily life. Going up a river here is a trip through time, nature, and history, all at once. The rivers connect everything: people, animals, and the deep mysteries of the land. French Guiana's forests and rivers are full of wildlife. Many rare animals that are hard to find elsewhere thrive here. Howler monkeys make loud noises through the treetops, while squirrel and spider monkeys jump above. Sloths hang still, hidden in the trees. There are amazing birds, macaws, toucans, harpy eagles, and hummingbirds flash through the jungle. On the riverbanks, herons and kingfishers hunt, while caimans lie in the sun. The sneaky jaguar roams in the shadows, and tapirs and teeters and peccaries walk through the plants on the ground. Giant river otters and manatees swim in the water. On the coast, leatherback turtles lay their eggs under the moonlight. It's a truly amazing natural sight. Every animal here plays a part in keeping the ecosystem balanced. Seeing these animals in the wild reminds you how beautiful and delicate nature is. Protecting this home is super important, not just for French Guiana, but for the whole world. Here, the wild is alive, untamed, and something you'll never forget. The people of French Guiana are as lively as the land itself. Their strength and kindness show in everyday life, shaped by a tough but beautiful environment. Community is strong and different cultures are celebrated, not just put up with. Women play big roles, keeping traditions alive, and leading families, whether in markets, on farms, or even in the space industry. Festivals like Carnival burst with color, music, and dance, mixing influences from every culture. Food is a celebration. Creole stews, Hmong soups, Brazilian feijoada, and French pastries all share the table. Sharing a meal or a story is how Guianans connect and keep their history alive. Locals are curious and welcoming, happy to share their stories with visitors. Every time you meet someone, you see a mix of backgrounds: African, European, Asian, and Native American. From jungle villages to the Space Center, personal stories make history real. French Guiana isn't just a place. It's a living, breathing community. Here, being different makes them strong, and every person adds a new thread to the story of the country. Most of French Guiana's people live along the coast, in towns like Cayenne and Kourou. Cayenne, the capital, is a lively mix of old-fashioned charm and modern busyness. The Place des Palmistes is the heart of the city, where locals gather under tall palm trees. The central market is full of exotic fruits, spices, and handmade items. It really shows how diverse the area is. Walk the streets and you'll find French bakeries next to Chinese grocery stores, and hear many different languages. Life here moves at a relaxed, tropical pace, with evenings spent in busy cafes and restaurants. An hour west, Kourou feels different. It's modern, international, and largely defined by the Guiana Space Center. Engineers and scientists from all over Europe live there, giving the town a high-tech vibe. Rocket launches are big community events, bringing crowds to beaches and viewing spots. The ground shakes, the sky lights up, and for a moment, everyone is amazed together. Kourou is where the Amazon meets outer space, a symbol of French Guiana's unique identity. These towns are doorways to the wild, but also lively centers of culture and new ideas. Here, old traditions and new technology exist side by side, shaping the future of this amazing land. French Guiana is a land of wild beauty and surprising complexity. It's South American by where it is on the map, but European by its laws. It's a place for people who love adventure and are curious. The trip isn't easy or cheap, but the rewards are huge. The Amazonian rainforest and mighty rivers are treasures for the whole world, untouched, super important, and truly amazing. Conservation efforts are strong here, giving hope for the future of the Amazon. But it's the people, Their stories, their strength, and their kindness that make French Guiana unforgettable. From ancient Native American wisdom to the supermodern space industry, there's so much to learn. This is more than just a tiny spot on the map. It's a living world, full of wonder and surprises. Come for the nature, stay for the culture, and leave with a new way of looking at what it means to share our planet. French Guiana is a journey that will change how you see the world.